Why Seals Blow Their Noses. A 6-part series. Part 1. Seals dart swiftly, gracefully, through the bask in the sun. As animals of both sea and land, seals are very unusual. They have fascinated people for centuries and appeared as characters in many stories. Some tales even feature seals that spend parts of their lives living on land as people. Several different animals in the world are called seals. Walruses, 14 kinds of eared seals, sea lions and fur seals, and 19 kinds of earless or true seals. A better word to call all these animals is pinnipeds. It means fin-footed, referring to the big, flat flippers they all have. They all have ears, too. Earless seals and walruses have only small openings on the sides of their heads, but they do have ears inside. Episode 2. Of all pinnipeds, the walrus is the easiest to pick out. It is famous for its 2 tusks, meter-long teeth that help chip holes in ice and threaten other walruses. Sea lions are the pinnipeds often seen in zoos, especially the noisy, barking California sea lions. They are naturally playful, chasing bubbles, tossing seaweed, and pretending to fight each other. Fur seals, the other kind of eared seals, are known for their thick fur coats and pointed noses. Earless or true seals, like all pinnipeds, are excellent divers and swimmers. They range widely in size, from 60 kilograms to 4 tons. How seals came to be. At one time there were no seals. In fact, there were no animals in the sea. But a beautiful girl called Sedna lived with her father on the seashore. A handsome hunter appeared in a kayak one day and said, "Come with me, Sedna, and you shall have everything you want." Sedna went, but out at sea she discovered the hunter was really a spirit bird, pretending to be a man. He flew her to an island where she felt sad and lonely. Next year, Sedna's father tried to take her home in his kayak. The unhappy spirit bird chased after them, then dove into the sea. The gods were so angry with Sedna that they caused a fierce storm. Waves lashed the kayak. To save herself, Sedna's father threw his daughter overboard. She grabbed onto the kayak, but her father struck her fingers again and again. As they broke, the fingers turned into seals and other sea animals. Sedna sank to the bottom of the sea. There she became a powerful spirit, controlling all the animals she created. A story from the Inuit of the Arctic. Episode 3. Canada's pinnipeds. In Canada, walruses live in the eastern Arctic. California and Steller sea lions and northern fur seals live in the Pacific. And true seals live on all 3 of the country's coasts. Some harbor seals, one kind of true seal, swim up rivers and spend the rest of their lives in lakes. Except for the harbor seals, Canada's true seals are named for their looks. Ribbon seals have white bands around their necks, shoulders, and back ends. Bearded seals have thick set of long white whiskers. Ringed seals have rings around their spots. Harp seals have harp-like, horseshoe-shaped markings on their sides and back. Gray seals are usually plain gray in color. Male hooded seals have large hoods of skin on their heads. Male elephant seals have noses like short elephant trunks. They are also huge, like elephants, weighing up to 2 tons, male elephant seals are Canada's biggest pinniped. The seal returns to the sea. A man was walking along the seashore when he heard singing coming from a cave. Outside the cave lay many sealskins. The man took one home and locked it in a closet. Later that day he saw a young woman crying by the cave. He was kind to her, and they came to love each other. But the woman often stared sadly out to sea. Time passed. The man and woman married and had 7 fine children. Then one day the man went fishing and forgot to take the closet key. His wife found the sealskin. Sadly, she stared out to sea. Then she slipped on the skin and dove into the water. After that, whenever the man fished or his children walked along the shore, a seal swam nearby. And the man always caught many tasty fish. His children always found many pretty shells. A story from Iceland. Episode 4. Moving around on land. Pinnipeds have flippers for limbs, which is something like having feet but no legs. That makes it hard for them to raise their sturdy bodies off the ground and move. Most true seals depend mainly on their body muscles to get them around, earthworm style. But the spine of the elephant seal helps it move in a special way. By arching its back, the seal raises its body so it can move along quite quickly on its front flippers. Eared seals and walruses use their slightly longer, stronger flippers to raise their bodies and waddle. In water. Pinnipeds may be clumsy on land, but they are graceful in water. That's a good thing because they spend much of their time at sea. Pinnipeds usually come ashore to soak up some sunshine, catch some sleep, and once a year raise pups. The pinniped is designed to swim. Harbor seal pups even swim at birth. The pinniped's smooth head and body are shaped to slip easily through the water. Powerful back flippers propel true seals and walruses forward. Eared seals rely more on their front flippers, using them like oars to move swiftly through the water. Many pinnipeds swim long distances between their breeding and fishing spots. Most pinnipeds can swoop, spin, and dive through the water with ease. But the champion is the elephant seal. It swims far out to sea and hunts in the deepest water. Recently, researchers were amazed at an elephant seal that dove more than 1,200 meters into the ocean. By comparison, a person who is scuba diving rarely goes deeper than 30 meters. Growing fat. Pinnipeds eat mainly fish and shellfish. They need plenty of food to keep them going and to build up layers of body fat. That fat helps them float and keep warm in cold waters. Fat also stores energy, which pinnipeds use as they need it. Many kinds of males are so busy at breeding times that they don't stop to feed. Some don't eat for 3 months, so they need their fat layers for energy. Many kinds of female true seals go without food when they're caring for their young. These mothers use their stored fat to keep themselves alive. The fat also helps them produce enough milk for their pups. The milk is rich with fat and proteins, so the pups grow fast and build their own layers of fat. Episode 6. The smart seal gets the salmon. A man on a boat was catching salmon when a big seal appeared at the end of his net. It started to eat some of the fish, so the man shot the seal. It fell backwards. "That's the last I'll see of you," he muttered. The next day the man returned to his boat, but he didn't take his gun along. Imagine his surprise when he saw the same big seal waiting at the end of his net. One of its flippers was bandaged from the gunshot, but the seal was as lively as ever. He must be very smart to know I don't have my gun today, thought the man. And he wished the seal a long, long life.
What?
A story from Ireland. Part 6. Blowing Noses. The nose of a grown male elephant seal is so long that the tip hangs about 30 centimeters below the seal's mouth. Often the nose just dangles, but sometimes the seal fills it with air, especially during breeding seasons. The nose looks like a cushion that curves down and into the mouth. The elephant seal snorts and bellows through his long nose. Then the sound bounces around in his open mouth and grows louder. The noise can travel more than a kilometer, scaring away other male elephant seals. Male hooded seals have big, wrinkly noses that usually hang loosely in front of their mouths. When the seal blows his nose full of air, it forms a high cushion, twice the size of a football. The hooded seal also blows against the skin that separates his nostrils, forming a red balloon about 15 centimeters across. As the balloon grows, it sticks out through one of the seal's nostrils. Hooded seals usually blow their noses during breeding times or when they feel threatened, but sometimes they blow them when they are just lying around. Scientists think that hooded seals simply enjoy playing with their noses. Although killer whales, or orcas and polar bears often hunt pinnipeds, human beings have been their worst enemies. People have hunted these animals for their oil and beautiful skins. People have also killed pinnipeds to protect fish catches. Today, Canadians are killing fewer pinnipeds than they once did, and many people are working to protect the beaches where pinnipeds breed and the waters where they swim. This concludes our series, Why Seals Blow Their Noses. If you'd like to support the Seal Blowcasting Corporation, you can make a donation at www.trueseal.com.